Hi there.
Hey.
Hi, Ling. How are you? It's been a while.
Hey, are you subbing today?
Yes, I'm subbing for Stephanie today.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I'm glad to see it. Let me see. Sorry, I have it on my big screen. I have it attached to my TV as well, so I'm trying to figure out the volume.
Okay. But you hear me okay, right?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. In fact, I think I got too ambitious with the volume. There. Is it just me and you tonight?
There's supposed to be one more person.
Oh, awesome.
Just
I'll cross
waiting.
my path.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff do we need today? I have a pillow. Do I need straps or anything?
No, it's going to be an easy, straightforward flow class.
Got it.
Or move class.
Yeah.
Hi, Serena.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. And you?
Good, thank you.
Good. I'm subbing for Stephanie today. It's going to be a very basic move class. We're probably not gonna need any special props, maybe just a blanket or a pillow for towards the end of the meditation. For the meditation. Yeah, it's like I think it's just gonna be the two of you today. So we'll probably wait a couple more minutes just in case someone wants to log in at last minute. Okay?
No worries.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Just letting you know, I'm going to be muting you all for the class, but feel free to unmute it at the end. Okay. Okay, so we're going to begin our class, our practice. My name is Andrea. So you met me before. I'm subbing for Stephanie today. And for our move class, we're just going to see where our body takes us. A nice reminder to listen to your needs, to your body. I'm going to try to kind of split the class or our practice in a few sequences, like two or three sequences that I personally go to a lot, especially when I feel very stressed or anxious about something. I do these simple yet very powerful sequences. So we're going to start on a comfortable seated position on our mat. You can have your legs crossed or extended in front of you. And I invite you right now, we're going to begin our class with our eyes closed, just so we can tune in with our breath. how is our awareness of that rhythm as the air goes in through our nose, going all the way into our chest, and how it goes out through our nostrils. Most of the time in my practice, I like to place my left hand on just on my belly, maybe below my belly button, and my right hand, I just place it in the middle of my chest at the height of my heart. And I like to connect with my rhythm of breath, noticing if I can guide my inhales all the way down to my belly, and I feel my belly expand. A nice pressure against that left hand. Noticing, hopefully, at this moment that my chest, where my right hand is, might stay static, or if I'm breathing very deeply, I maybe feel it also, that expansion of my breath, and you continue. It's like you're meeting your breath for the first time. And little by little, we start lengthening each part of our breath, our inhales and our exhales. Initially, I'm going to start counting just 4 seconds. But first, we're all going to let everything out on an exhale. And slowly on an inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for a moment, and then slowly exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for a moment as you go into your exhale for 1 more second from 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I let you right now to continue your own pattern of breath. This pattern of our practice, our pranayama, for our breathing techniques, so we can extend or control this life force that goes in with each breath that we're taking. Usually we hear that yoga is that union between mind, body, and spirit. But recently I've been trying to focus on a different order. That yoga is that connection from our spirit to our body until we are able to reach our mind, to calm those thoughts. And when I'm in my breathing practice, in my pranayama, as I go into that awareness of my breath, it's like I'm going into that awareness of that part of my spirit. A check-in of how I'm beginning my practice. If I do my yoga practice at the beginning of the day, how am I starting my morning? Or right now for you guys that are in Florida, going into the evening, how is that awareness of how you're ending your day? And I invite you to start thinking of that intention, that reason of why are you going to do yoga tonight. And there are no wrongs or right answers. Because anything that brings you to your mat is to be respected. It is to be grateful for. We're going to take 5 more breaths. Building that intention to guide us into our practice. So we can focus our minds We can calm our spirit as well. And if you still have one hand on your belly and the other one in the middle of your chest, with your eyes closed, just draw your palms together into your heart center in those prayer hands or Anjali Mudra. We're going to take a deep inhale as we're going to bring our arms overhead. And on an exhale, bring your arms towards the side and then all the way down towards the floor. Bring your palms together. Take a deep inhale, arms overhead. And on your exhale, let your arms go towards each side, towards the floor. Palms together. Take a deep inhale. Now feel free to gently start opening your eyes. And then on your next exhale, turn your body towards the left side and bring your right hand to rest on your left knee. And maybe you just gently start looking a little bit over your left shoulder. Just a gentle twist. Take a deep inhale and do that twist as you bring your arms overhead. And then on your exhale, turn towards the right side, left hand to rest on your right thigh, right hand towards your back on the floor, gazing over your right shoulder. Let's do that one more time on each side. Take a deep inhale, arms overhead. Feel free to gaze up towards the sky, towards your ceiling. On your exhale, twist towards the left side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist towards the right side. Take a deep inhale, arms up. And palms together on your exhale, bring them towards the middle of your heart. Now let's go into our hands and knees. Your knees hip distance apart. Hips over your knees, hands, your wrists under your shoulders. You can have your toes tucked in or untucked. You're gazing towards the middle of your hands. And on your next exhale, I want you to start rounding your spine, letting your head drop. So the crown of your head is pointing down. And on your inhale, start round, arching your spine, your belly drops, you gaze forward. And if you kind of push against the floor to lift your shoulders, you can gaze up towards the sky. So on your exhale, we're gonna do that movement of going into the cat as you're rounding your spine, and on your inhale, arching your spine into that cow pose. We're still kind of waking up our spine. Maybe if you've been sitting, working the whole day, this pose makes you remember that your spine is flexible and that it can create more space for each space between each vertebra. Releasing any tension that you might be holding under your back. And we're gonna meet into that tabletop, tucking your toes. And whenever you're ready, start lifting your knees off the ground, put your hips up towards the back. Your head is placed between your arms into that V shape of the downward facing dog, where we're just gonna pedal our legs. One knee bends while the other one extends, and then do the other side. And there's no rush. You're aware of how your body is feeling as we are downward facing dog. It helps balance all the energy centers in our body. It helps relieve any tension in our hamstrings. And bringing the movement into a stop, gaze towards your hands, and then start walking your feet towards your hands. And right away, let your arms feel heavy as you start coming into a standing position, one vertebra at a time. There's no rush. Bring your shoulders are in alignment with your head. You can bring your arms up and overhead, palms together, and on your exhale, bring them into the middle of your heart. take a deep inhale, arms down, up and overhead. Gaze up towards the sky. And on your exhale, we're gonna bring our chest into a parallel with the floor. Bring your hands to rest just against your thighs. You're creating an L shape with your torso and your legs. You press gently against your thighs so you're extending or creating an elongation on your spine. Gently soften your knees and come into that standing position again. When you bring your arms overhead for that, what is called the extended mountain pose, bring your palms together and bring them into the middle of your heart center. I want you to take a look at your feet, that our feet are hip distance apart as well. In our mountain pose, when we're completely straight, our shoulders align with our hips, we're engaging our thighs. So bring your palms together, take a deep inhale, arms up and overhead. And on your exhale, soften your knees as you bend forward from your hips until your hands either touch the lower part of your legs, or if you're able to touch the floor, let your head hang loose. Take a deep inhale, come into a flat back. And on your exhale, come all the way down into that Uttanasana. Bring your right leg, step it towards the back. Let your right knee touch the floor. Your left knee is aligned now with your left heel as you gaze forward. Feel free to untap your right foot so the top of your foot is touching the mat for our low lunge. Tuck in your right toes, lift your right knee, and right away bring your left leg all the way towards the back, coming into that plank pose. Feel free to bring your knees on the ground, engaging your core. Let your belly drop as you go into that cow pose, and on your exhale, go into that cat, rounding your spine. Come into a tabletop, and right away on the next inhale, lift your knees, push your hips up towards the back into that downward facing dog. Lift both heels, and kind of if you were going into that plank pose, I invite you to bring your right foot to be placed between your hands and let your left knee drop as you're gazing forward. Maybe only the tip of your fingers is touching the floor, letting your hips sink under. Gaze down towards the floor, lift your left knee, and shift your weight towards the right leg so you can bring your left leg next to the right leg into that Uttanasana again. Take a deep inhale, lifting your heart into a flat back. Exhale, come all the way down again into that standing forward bend. We're really releasing our legs, any tension on our legs. And slowly at your own pace, come standing one vertebra at a time. Let your arms look heavy. Take a deep inhale, arms up and overhead. Palms together, and on your exhale, bring them into your heart center. So that's the first part of our movement class. Kind of a version of a sun salutation. I like doing this a lot when I wake up in the morning. So we're gonna repeat that sequence, maybe a little bit faster, a little bit more connected with each breath. So let's bring first our arms to rest on each side of our body. Move our knees, our hips, side to side, our shoulders. And let your arms rest with the palms facing forward, shoulders down, engaging your thighs. Choose a spot in front of you. And when you take your next inhale, bring your arms overhead. Feel free to do a micro bend on your spine to gaze towards the ceiling. On your exhale, swan dive. Soften your knees as much as you need to. Take a deep inhale, flat back. Exhale all the way down. Right foot steps back, right knee down, gaze forward, low lunge. Lift your right knee, bring your left leg towards the back for your plank pose. Bring your knees down. Exhale, cat pose, rounding your back. Inhale, let your belly drop, going into your cow pose. Right away, tucking your toes, lift your knees off the ground, V-shaped, downward facing dog. Bring your right foot to be placed between your right hands, left knee down, low lunge, gazing forward. Lift your left knee, bring your left foot next to the right foot for your Uttanasana. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale all the way down into your Uttanasana. If you want to come into that extended mountain pose, you can come first into a flat back. Bring your arms towards the side. Inhale, coming to that standing position. Arms overhead, palms together. Bring your hands into your chest. Let's do that one more time. Take a deep inhale, arms overhead. Slowly exhale, swan dive. Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting your heart. Exhale, come all the way down right away. Low lunge with your right leg towards the back. Going to your plank pose, both legs together. Knees down. Next inhale, let your belly drop, gazing out. Exhale, round your spine, cat pose. Tabletop, right away, downward facing dog. Right now, let's bring our right knee, our right leg between our hands for our low lunge with our left leg towards the back. Tuck in your left toes, lift your left knee, bring both legs together into our Uttanasana, letting your head feel heavy. And this time, we're gonna stay here a couple breaths and shake your leg, your face, your head, swinging as if you were saying yes to something that you're looking forward to your life. And shake your head as you were saying no to something that no longer serves you, that you want to let go. Take a deep inhale, lifting your heart, flat back. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, flat back, soften your knees, bring your arms towards the side, coming to a standing position, extended mountain pose, arms up, palms together, bring them into your heart center. And right now, I invite you to close your eyes. How is your body feeling? Is it feeling more loose? Or starting to feel more warm up? We only have this present moment. Reconnect with your breath. Is your breath spaced out and smooth, controlled? And we're going into a different sequence. And this sequence, I like it because I can do it anytime during my day. If I'm waiting for my coffee to get done, I can do this very, very simple sequence. But it helps me a lot when my thoughts are all over the place. It helps ground my thoughts. So we're starting having our feet hip distance apart, gazing towards the horizon. We're gonna bring our arms overhead, coming into that standing pose. And we're gonna come into our tippy toes. Slowly, we're gonna start lifting our heels off the ground, going into what is known as the palm tree pose. Holding for 2 more seconds, and on your exhale, bringing your heels down right away. Start bending your knees as if you were sitting in a chair with your arms extended, tucking in your tailbone to protect your low back, building that digestive fire in your Uttanasana. And then right away, after this, start bending forward, guiding your hands towards the floor, and then you start strengthening your legs, going into that Uttanasana. Keeping your hands on the floor, start bending your knees as if you're sitting again on that chair, gazing a little bit farther from your mat. Bring your palms together into your chest, into another version of our chair pose, and right away start coming into a standing position and bring your arms overhead. Go into your tippy toes, into your palm tree pose, and then bring your heels down, palms together into your chest. As we go through that sequence, be aware of your thighs. You're engaging your thighs to activate like you were hugging your bones. Palms together. Take a deep inhale, arms overhead, go into your tippy toes. On your next exhale, go into that chair pose, hopefully with your arms extended at the same align with your head. Breathing that digestive fire. On your next exhale, go into that standing forward bend, Utkatasana. Just going to a chair pose. I like to have my prayer hands as I'm going into this second chair pose. And then I go into that palm tree pose as I come into a standing position, shoulders away from my ears, going to my tippy toes, tiptoes, and coming to our mountain pose. Let your arms relax on each side. Shake your legs side to side. Let's do that one more time. Take a deep inhale, palms together. Inhale, go into your tippy toes, palm tree, engaging your thighs, squishing your buttocks. And then let's sit on that favorite chair. Utkatasana, standing forward bend. One more time, that chair pose with prayer hands. Maybe you feel you can sit a little bit deeper, engaging your core. And let's go into our palm tree pose. And then release, palms together, then towards each side. And shake your body side to side. So I invite you to practice even that sequence anytime during your day that you feel you need to ground down. So I'm going to turn towards one of the longest side of my mat. And I'm going to open my legs as wide as I can. Feet parallel with each other. I'm going to extend our arms towards the same alignment. So we're standing shoulder height with the palms facing up. And then I'm going to look over my left hand and look at my left foot. And I pivot my left foot and I open a 90-degree angle. Then turn my palms facing down. Having my hips aligned with each other, I'm going to start bending my left knee. Hopefully until it's in alignment with my left heel, going into that warrior two pose. Where you're strengthening and aligning our shoulders. I'm going to start now strengthening that left leg. Bring my right hand to rest on my right thigh. Flip my left hand and right away bring my left hand to point up towards the sky. Maybe my right hand slides down the back of my right leg. Or a version of a reverse warrior. And then I'm going to start bending my left knee and bring my left hand towards the back. So I'm clasping my hands on my back. Pushing my hands down to open the muscles on my chest. And then I slowly start bending forward as if I want to try to touch my left knee with my left shoulder. And my knuckles are pointing up towards the sky away from my chest. Then I'm going to release my hands and place my right hand next to my left leg, my right foot. I'm going to lift my right heel and pivot. And kind of like a high lunge. And I'm going to place my left hand on my left thigh to help twist and extend my left arm up towards the sky. This is known as the high lunge with a twist. Then bring my left hand in front of my left leg. Bring my right foot on the floor, and I pivot my left foot so they're both parallel with each other, and I walk my hands into the middle for our wide-legged forward fold. letting the top of my head point down towards the floor. Soften my knees, bring my hands towards my waist, and start coming into a standing position with my legs wide. So at the beginning, it's gonna be a little bit slower, and we're gonna do it on the other side, and then we're gonna repeat that sequence on both sides. And we're gonna do it with our right leg. So our right leg, 90-degree angle. Remember the alignment of your hips. Bring your arms at a shoulder height in the same line with my legs, palms facing down. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, bend your right knee, align with your right heel. Strengthening your right leg, left hand towards the back of your leg, and right arm pointing up towards the sky. Now as you bend your right knee, bring your right hand towards the back, clasp your hands, gaze up, and on your exhale, start bending forward, letting your chest go close towards your thigh, knuckles, hands, arms away from the back of your leg, to the back of your body. Left hand placed on the floor, pivot your left foot so you can do a high lunge, and extend your right arm up towards the sky with this nice twist. Place your right hand next to the left one, and slowly at your own pace, walk your hands and pivot your feet so you're going into that wide-legged forward bend. Take a deep inhale. Extend your arms so your hands are aligned with your head, placing your right hand in the middle. Bring your left arm all the way towards the side and then all the way up towards the sky for a rotated wide-legged fold. And slowly on your exhale, bring your left hand down, place it where the right hand was. Then do it on the other side. We're rotating towards the right side, our right arm extended up towards the sky. On your next exhale, bring your right hand towards the floor. Feel free if you need to close your stance a little bit so it's easier for you to stand up. Hands on my waist, or at least that's what I do, and slowly I lift my torso. And then I'm already again at my standing pose. Let's close our legs, shake, as we had our legs are going open for too long maybe. And just move our body. Let's take a mini break by going into our mountain pose, palms facing forward. I invite you to close your eyes. Feel that alignment from your legs all the way up towards your body until you have reached the crown of your head. Check in with your breath. Relaxing your belly so you can breathe in deeply, bringing more oxygen to each cell of your body. Taking a moment to remember that intention that you set for you, for your practice today. We're going to go into that second review of that sequence we just did. We're going to gently open our eyes. Open your legs wide. Pivot your left foot. Bring your arms towards the side, palms facing up, then down, and let's go into that warrior two pose. Let's go into that extend reverse warrior. Feel free to keep your left leg bent if that's better for you. Let's go into that what is on the humble warrior. When you bring your palms towards the back, your left knee is bent, and then you bring your chest towards that left thigh. Right hand down, going to that high lunge with a twist. And then let's go into that wide-legged forward fold. Palms into the center, feet parallel with each other. Slowly come into a standing pose or wide-legged standing pose. Maybe arms up, take a deep inhale. Palms together into your chest. Let's do our warrior two pose with our right leg. Bend your right knee. Palms parallel with the floor, palms facing down. Reverse warrior. Left hand towards the back left leg, right arm up. Humble warrior. Really opening your chest as you bend forward. Left hand down, going to our high lunge with a twist. As you're gazing up towards your right arm. Right hand down. Walk your hands towards the center. Pivot your feet so they're parallel with each other. We're gonna do that rotated wide-legged. Fold with our left arm all the way up. Keeping your hips aligned with each other. Slowly on your exhale, place your left hand where the right hand was as you open your chest over the right side. Slowly come all the way down. Soften your knees. Hands on your waist so it's easier for you to stand up. Take a deep inhale, arms up and overhead. Palms together, and on your exhale, bring them into the middle of your heart. And slowly, we're gonna do that one more time. A warrior pose, or this sequence that helps calm our minds as you imagine that you're breathing out the things that it no longer serves you because you have that integrity and centering. Take a deep inhale. Slowly on your exhale, let's go into a warrior two with our left leg. We bend, arms open, align. Reverse warrior. Gazing up towards the sky. On your next exhale, do your humble warrior. Really pressing your knuckles, your hands as you bend forward, as deep as you can. Remember, listen to your body. Right hand down, pivot your back leg, your back foot, so you can do that high lunge with a twist. Left hand down, start walking your leg, your hands, extend, strengthening your legs, so you're going to that wide-legged forward fold. Soften your knees, start lifting your torso up. Take a deep inhale, arms overhead. Palms together, your exhale into your heart center. Let's do a warrior two with our right leg. Gazing over that right shoulder. Open your arms so they're aligned with your legs. Palms facing down. Do your own version of the reverse warrior pose. Front leg can be extended or bent. Reverse warrior. Open your heart. Your exhale, bend forward. Bring your left hand down. High lunge. Opening your chest towards the right leg as you're gazing up. Slowly on your exhale, bring your right hand towards the left hand. Walk your hands towards the center, facing that extended, the longest side of your mat. Inhale. Your right arm is straight as you open or start rotating your torso towards the left side. Your gaze towards your left hand. Slowly bring your left hand down. Now rotate your torso towards the right side. Your chest is parallel with the floor. Slowly exhale. Soften your knees as you start lifting your torso. Coming to a standing pose. Take a deep inhale, arms overhead. Palms together into your heart. And then walk your feet so we're coming into that mountain pose. Maybe check your legs. So take a deep inhale, arms down and overhead, gaze up, palms together. And then on your exhale, bring your palms at the height of your heart. We're gonna go into another sequence. So I try to do different sequence in this movement class. So it's so you can hopefully practice it on your own time as well. We're gonna come into the top of our mats. This is gonna include 3 poles that I know you guys are familiar with. So we're gonna shift our weight towards our left leg, and then you're gazing toward the horizon, your palms into your chest. Then bend your right knee and open it towards the right side, and see where you wanna place the sole of your right foot, above your ankle, or bring it all the way up towards your left inner thigh. We're opening our hips, really pulling up the left kneecap. And whenever you're ready, extend your arms up towards the sky, reaching towards your goals, reaching towards what brings joy to your heart. And I like to bring my palms together and into my heart. And I'm gonna let go of my right leg, but I'm not bringing it towards the floor, but I bring it all the way towards back. Naturally, my chest is gonna come forward. And then I extend my right leg as much as I can, and bring my chest, if possible, to align with that right leg. You can keep your palms into prayer position or bring them towards the back. And gently you soften your left knee and let your right leg be placed into the back of your mat, 45-degree angle. And then straight your left leg. Gaze up towards the sky, take a deep inhale, arms up and overhead. On your exhale, bring your arms, as you're still gazing up towards the sky, bring your arms towards the back, clasp your hands, open your chest, your shoulders down and back. And then on your exhale, start bending from your hips. Feel free to soften your left knee a little bit, guiding your belly towards your thigh, your knuckles, if possible, pointing up towards the sky. And then let go of your hands and place your hands on the floor with the tip of your hands facing towards your right leg. Maybe you bend your knee if you want to bring your forehead towards your left knee. Then slide your hands so they're aligned with your left leg, with your left foot. And shift your weight forward so you can slide your right leg to meet the left one. Take a deep inhale, lifting your chest. And your exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, lifting your chest, your arms coming into that extended mountain pose. Gaze up towards the sky, palms together. And then on your exhale, bring your palms into your chest. And I repeat that with our left leg. We're shifting first towards our right leg. Pull down a kneecap, bend your left knee. Open your knee towards the side. Where do you want your left foot to be? Above or below your knee. Engaging your core. If it's comfortable for you, raise your arms up towards the sky with the palms facing each other. Using your upper arms to bring your shoulders down and back. And palms together into your chest. Start moving your left leg all the way towards the back. If it's burning your right leg, you enjoy that feeling. Coming into that kind of like T-pose, like Toronto. As you're gazing down, and whenever you're ready, let your left leg place into the back of your mat, strengthening your right leg. Take a deep inhale, arms up, gazing up towards the sky. Exhale, just bring your hands towards your back so you can clasp your hands On your next exhale, start bending forward, gazing towards your right foot. Let go of your hands, place your palms if possible on the floor. With the tip of your fingers facing towards the left leg. Then slide your hands so they're aligned now with your right foot. And shift your weight so you can slide your left leg to meet your right foot. To that Uttanasana. Take a deep inhale, lifting your chest. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, lifting your heart. Bring your arms towards the side. And all come into a standing position. Arms overhead. Palms together into your heart center, your palms. And release of your arms, shake your legs. So that was another sequence with a little bit of balancing. But remember, feel free to do the modifications. You don't need to go deep if you don't want to. We're gonna repeat that one more time before we go into our seated poses or laying down poses. So you can inhale, your palms together, gazing towards the horizon. Shift your weight into the left leg so you can go into your tree pose. Palms together. Extend your right leg towards the back. Place your right foot on the ground. Extend your left leg. Take a deep inhale, arms up and overhead. Then hands on your back. Whenever you're ready, start coming forward into what is known also as the pyramid pose. Release your hands. Go into your Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Exhale all the way down. Come into our extended mountain pose. Deep inhale. Palms together into your heart. Shift your weight towards the right leg. Go into your tree pose. Whenever you're ready, start extending your left leg towards the back, away from the floor, your chest parallel with the floor, with your mat. And then let your left leg place on the back. Straighten your right leg. Arms up towards the sky. Exhale, clasp your hands on your back. Inhale, opening your heart center. And your exhale, start bending forward. Arms away from your body. Release your hands, let them rest on the floor. Your back foot is 45-degree angle. Shift your weight forward so you can come into your Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting your heart. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, flat back, arms towards the side. Inhale a little bit more, arms overhead. Palms together into your heart center. Take a deep inhale, arms up. Slowly exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale all the way down. Soften your knees so you can place your palms flat on the ground and bring your right leg towards the back. Then your left leg hips up and back into downward facing dog. We're gonna take 3 deep breaths. And on your inhale, imagine there's energy coming out through your legs. And on your exhale, that energy is going down through your arms. And let's bring our knees towards the floor. Open your knees as wide as the mat and tap your toes. Bring your hips to rest on the back of your legs. Your forearms walk forward so you can bring your forearms on the mat and let your forehead rest on your mat for your child pose, your Garbha, Balasana. Our child pose. I invite you to start closing your eyes. How is your breath doing as you breathe in as much as you can so your belly is touching your thighs? And then in your exhale, imagine that your heart is melting towards the floor. Our child pose. That is a very restorative pose, very grounding. Help us release any tension from our low back. With each inhale, imagine there's a rush of energy that starts from your tailbone, going through each vertebra, and it reaches the crown of your head. And when you do your exhale, that rush of energy is going down through that spine. And then your low back feels a little bit more relaxed. There's less tension. And then slide your hands towards your knees so you can lift your heart. And then extend your legs in front of you. Shake your knees. Your legs, your feet are on the edge of your mat. As we're gonna lay down, if you need to have your blanket or your pillow very close to you for the meditation, that we're gonna be there very shortly. Whenever you're ready, so start bringing your back to rest on your mat, your shoulders, your head, and bring your knees towards your chest. You can rock side to side. We're gonna finish with a reclined spinal twist to bring balance into our practice, balance into our nervous system. So let's bring our right knee over your left knee or your left thigh. Open your arms like wings towards the side, like 90-degree angle. And let your knees drop towards the left side. Your right hip came off the ground. Maybe only the lower part of your legs touch the floor. And then let your gaze drop towards the right hand. Take a deep inhale, that expansion of your belly that starts that twist. And maybe on your exhale, your knees drop towards the floor a little bit more. Coming out of the pose, first bringing your head to neutral, engaging your abdominal muscles so you can bring your knees to center as well. And then change your legs. Now it's your left leg that is over your right knee. Let your knees drop towards the right side. And your head dropping towards the left side. Gazing towards your left hand. With our spinal twist, we're bringing benefits to our spine and our abdominal muscles. We're reducing any stress or tension that we might be still holding on to. As you enjoy taking 3 more breaths. Let's bring your head to neutral, your knees towards your chest. And then I invite you to extend your legs. Maybe you bring your arms close to your body. Feel free to use a blanket or a pillow. As we have reached our Savasana, where I usually like to share a guided meditation. I love to meditate. It has helped me through difficult times, challenging times. And this guided meditation is to quiet our mind. Like as I shared at the beginning of our class, recently I've been focusing on that union of our yoga, but starting from our spirit, which we did kind of with our pranayama. We tune in into our awareness, into our consciousness with our breath. We have done our asana, our physical practice, where we're connecting with our body, releasing any tension. And with our guided meditation, with our sadhana, now we can tap our mind. This meditation is from the website called NoStressZone.com. And you have assumed your comfortable position, and you shut your eyes as you start to relax. Take in a deep breath. Now breathe out. And even though we can't empty our lungs completely without breathing out, you do as much as you can. And once again, take a full, deep breath. No rush. And breathe it all out. Breathe in strength. And breathe out any tension. You lengthen each breath, continuing that rhythm of your breath as you wait to relax. Allowing your breathing to discover its own natural pace. And as any ideas enter your mind, you allow them to float away without any attachment. Start listening to the world that exists inside of you. Maybe you hear or notice the clattering of your mind as we're constant talking to ourselves. And you're just simply observing, seeing the patterns and habits of your mind. We're planning, maybe we're judging, comparing, we're worrying. Note that when your thoughts dwell on memories, we're reliving them over and over. Note when your thoughts chase after the future, attempting to control time by planning and hoping. But let go of that thinking, even if it's just for a split second, for a moment. Reassure yourself that even if you quit thinking for just a few moments, that it will be okay. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Give yourself permission to love this moment without calculating what you could be doing instead. Encourage yourself that you deserve this time out from your hectic life. Your breathing is unstrained. You're relaxing your toes and feet, your ankles, your knees. You're relaxing your leg. Your breathing is deep and relaxing. Relax your fingers, your hands, all the parts of your arms. Feel relaxed. Notice that your breathing is slow and peaceful. Feel your feet and legs that maybe they feel heavy and warm. And simply breathe as your thoughts are gonna come and go, yet you still focus on your breathing. And let go of any tension as your body falls into a state of peaceful quiet. Relax your face, let go of your tongue. Your breathing is serene and steady. Your breathing is relaxed. Watching your thoughts come and go like clouds in the sky. Every part of your body feels relaxed. You're relaxed and peaceful. Hear the silence grow as your mind quiets down a little bit more. You are relaxed. With each breath, you feel calm and centered. And enjoy this quiet for a few more breaths until you hear my voice again. Gently take a couple more deep breaths. And with each breath that you're taking, you remember that you can return to this place of relaxation, of peace, anytime you wish. It may only be for a moment, but it will remind you of the sense of peace that is always yours. Feel the goodness of the meditation for 5 more breaths. At your own pace, start bringing some movement to your body so you can roll towards the side that is facing your device. Still with your eyes closed, guide your body into a comfortable seated position, Sukhasana in Sanskrit. And your hands rest on your knees, your shoulders and head aligned over your hips. Still with your eyes closed. I invite you to bring your fingertips to touch the floor on each side of your body. You're going to take a deep inhale, bring your arms overhead. And on your exhale, with your palms together, bring your hands to rest into your heart center. We're closing our class, our practice. bringing back that intention, our personal intention for our practice, so it can guide us for the rest of our evening. So we know that the peace and relaxation that we might have felt, we can always come back to it, to connect our spirit with our mind and body. The light and love in me honors and respects the light and love in each one of you. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste. Thank you, ladies. Sorry, I probably went a couple minutes over our
Oh, no,
class.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What classes are you teaching nowadays?
No, I'm usually mostly subbing.
Oh, okay.
So I usually sub is for Stephanie when she needs help,
Got it.
like today.
Got it.
I think because now the studio is open a little bit.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah, exactly. So far, I'm just subbing.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, well, if you do ever do regular, I'll have to ask Sandra because I really love seeing you weekly.
Okay. Do you have an email? If you want, I can email you.
Oh, okay.
When I'm having classes.
Oh, okay. It's YL.
YL.
Yeah, TING
TING
205
205
at gmail.com.
at gmail.com. So it's YL TING 205 at gmail.com.